Hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, so this is going to be a today's topic video. It is going to be for the 20th of October. As always, you can enter to win a free read with me just by writing the word compassion in the comment section, being a subscriber to the channel, and giving this video a thumbs up. Those three things get you entered to win. Just forewarning, although I am technically recording this in time for it to come out at midnight, it very well may not, because there's been some really slow processing. And so yeah, we'll see what happens. This might come out later than what I would normally like to. So we have got explore. We're starting out with card number 7. I like the idea of exploring. I like the idea of anything that is going to broaden, expand, help us to excel, help us to, take charge of different things in life. There's something super beautiful here. And it's interesting because this is somebody who's like seeking information, right? She's got this light, and more importantly, she's sending out this bird. So there's the moon behind her, reminiscent of the moon behind me right now, is what she's unaware of. That's the driving force. Her subconscious says, I need to find answers. My inner like light bulb is flicked on. My soul is hungry for answers. So what am I going to do? I'm going to start asking my guides. I'm going to start asking mentors. I'm going to start asking or observing or collecting information. She may not be asking anyone else other than maybe in that sense of, birds are messengers, whether that's, however you choose to look at that, as angels, as guardians, as ancestors, as, whatever that may be. It could just be her own inner sense of curiosity, desire to know, desire to find and to spot information. It could simply be that. But she, and I say she only because we have a she on this card, but bear in mind, I don't actually read for genders. So I just use whatever identifier there is for the sake of, keeping the story flowing smoothly so that the audience can hear and identify which character I'm talking about. But that could just as easily be a masculine. So, I want to know first off, what is the question? What is it that she needs to explore? We're going to go with the deck that's in my hand. Let's see. 3 of Pentacles. What she needs to explore is community. And it's interesting because even though this is like, they're sitting here like almost macrameing this wall hanging. Every time I look at that, all I see is a stoplight. I see green, red, and yellow. Granted, like in the inversion of what it should be, right? Because isn't it usually green at the top and then yellow, red? Or maybe I'm wrong. Anyway, I see a traffic stoplight. But it's not. It's actually something that they're weaving. Probably more along the lines of like trying to align like chakra energy and such, just because we can see it's not finished being made yet, although their chakras would be out of alignment here, just with the, again, the root chakra should be the base, and then we go to the sacral, and then we don't have yellow on here at all. But anyway, that's just a side note. It's whatever anybody else sees in this. The bottom line is she would like to explore. Maybe somebody does need to figure out why their root chakra isn't the first situation. Maybe somebody is exploring which chakras are out of balance. Is it the sacral chakra that's depicted in this orange tone where their emotions and sensuality are out of check? Is the root chakra, the red, is that sense of foundation and balance missing? Or is the heart chakra, the green, the one that's maybe suffering right now? So she may simply be seeking information about that. She may be doing that through taking a class, taking a course with others, seeking places where she can learn about those things. Maybe she wants to get into Reiki healing. The bottom line is it can be a personal journey, but the 3 of Pentacles is usually working on oneself in order to work well with others. This card certainly shows already having a collaboration. So if that's what she's wanting information about, is she wanting to know who are kindred spirits, or is she wanting to say, I'm looking for my community? We have a Knight of Wands. This is a joyful reading. This is not a stressful, anxiety-induced setting. All of these cards right now are saying, like, this is a person who goes, you know what? I think maybe I'm ready to interact with others a little bit more. Maybe I'm ready to have more fun. Maybe I'm ready to hang out with friends, date, meet other people, go to a drum circle. Like, I feel like her interests are being piqued and she's looking for other people to interact with. I think somebody's about to say, you know what? My pursuits in my life are like the things that add value to my life is going after the things that I care about, the hobbies, the interests I have. And through those things, connecting with other like-minded people, and that's how you form fun communities. It's not like I must go find a friend or I must have a lover and that's my single-minded pursuit. No, this is flipping it over and saying I want to have a really great time. I want to expand my world. I want to have awesome energy around me, and hey, if I meet an amazing lover or an amazing group of friends out of all of it, that will be very sweet. I do think there's something about Three of Swords in the reverse, so she's not heartbroken. This is somebody who's this could almost be like a singles reading right now, because I feel like this is someone who is saying, I'm not brokenhearted. I'm not even thinking about, past people that have hurt me. I'm not in that state where it's like, I don't trust anyone. People will do you dirty. I've been, hurt. Like, I would argue that everyone has been let down by somebody at some point in life. If we're alive enough years on this planet to become an adult, we have definitely been let down or hurt or betrayed. And that's a terrible thing to say. But I do think that this character is in that mindset where they're like, yeah, it happened. It does happen sometimes, but that's not going to prevent me from saying, yeah, but there's other awesome people out there. There's new groups of friends, and there are other lovers that are worthy of exploring, because my whole life isn't summarized by whatever heartbreak or betrayal I had. So you know what? That's just something that it happened. It's a cliff note in the story of my life. But you know what? I'm here now and I'm ready to live. I'm ready to live good. That's the way I would say this is coming across. Everything here, all the positive cards are upright, and the only negative we have, which is a very negative card, but it's in the reverse. Check this out. This is somebody where I don't even know. This is like a multi-talented person. They are somebody who wants to, I don't know, somebody does macrame. I have no talent for any, you notice, maybe I shouldn't even say macrame, it's yarn here, but I have no talent for anything like that. But somebody works in textiles, somebody also is, musical, maybe they also are really good with animals, equestrian stuff. And on top of it, they could be a dancer, they could be a performer. This could be somebody who's like, this is the kind of person that goes to Burning Man, it's like art projects, being around collective artists. This is kind of a free-spirited person, and maybe that's why they're like, you know what? I'm looking for a group of artists. I don't know what happened to my pronunciation there. I'm looking for that. So if that's what the crow is out seeking, this is like somebody who's putting out an ad that says, hey, like a community post board or something, saying, hey, new to the area, looking to get into like a drum circle. Does anybody know of one? Or someone who, they literally, they look anywhere that groups form, meetup groups, anything like that. They're interested in that. They're interested in like at least exploring other like-minded groups of people, that it's centered around the hobby, it's centered around the interest. And I really like that aspect of this. I really like it a lot. We have got the Devil in the reverse and the Ten of Pentacles, which actually flipped itself around quite a bit. I gotta say, this person has a really good perspective of humanity. And this is someone who, by all rights, doesn't have to have a great perspective of humanity, because this person has been hurt. Your heart's been broken just like mine has. I think that's Young American by David Bowie. Great song, great horn section in that. Anyway, I'm that's not a direct quote. I think I've botched some of the lyrics, but this is someone who, I mean, that's it though. It's like, it's fun, it's music, it's entertainment, it's art. I mean, talk about a major artist, right? David Bowie's an incredible artist in every way. And then we have this Devil in the reverse. Somebody is saying, like, nothing holds me back. That I don't have fear of, like connecting with people, and then what if I get disappointed? And you notice that we have kind of like that tree of life symbolism up above I feel like this person is really, truly certain that now is the right time for them to share ideas. Now is the right time. Somebody could be into like community gardening. They could be super into all the kinds of things that, I want to say like it takes a whole village. This is like somebody who's hanging out, shaking tambourines, under the Casbah tent, and it's like festive and festivals, and maybe somebody is going to festivals. Maybe this is a performer. Maybe this is somebody who's looking to perform. I don't know why this is so specific for that, but we keep getting cards that are like giving us a grander picture of what this person wants. Yeah, we got an Eight of Pentacles, and again, with this Eight of Pentacles, we have somebody who's sitting here next to, like, it looks like aloe vera plants, and they've got like a quill pen and, papers beside them and baskets of things that they have foraged for. And she sits here in like an office chair. So this could be somebody who works like a standard 9-to-5 job, but in their off time, maybe that's why this person's hungry for that kind of community. Because they're like, you know what? I work in an office. I'm in a business suit. Everything is like, it's not particularly artistic and free and fun loving, because it's like I can work in the kind of like the more rule and regulated world. And hey, there's a place for that in this world too, right? There are certain things we want rules and regulations on, thank God we have certain things that, operate in a very timely manner. You talk about public transportation, like you want things on a timely manner, and you want qualified professionals that, like they take the job super serious. But we can function, especially this character is very capable of functioning like a pro. But even while they're functioning like that in their office chair at work, in their kind of like subdued colors that they're dressed in, their mind, what they really project out there, even the way they think, is this unique, artistic, flavorful, fun-loving attitude. And they are actively like saying, yeah, my work allows me to then pay for my hobbies. So my work is important. I take it serious, but I am so much more than my job title. I am so much more than, and I want to say it's not like this person is dismal in their work, but I do think that basically work-life balance is really important. This person needs to have more than just their work, and they know it. And they're like, I want to work on fun stuff too. Even in their work day, they may be taking those little lunch breaks or, 15-minute breaks to actively, jot down something creative, to look up some meetup group, to, look at the High Priestess in the reverse. For some reason, this person is very, very called to something, and this could be the esoteric world as well, but this person is saying, I just know there's a place for me. And now I'm thinking Somewhere Under the Sun by Big Kenny. That's a great song too. I just feel like this person is saying, I know that it's really, I can just sense there's like a lot of people that are probably interested in the same stuff that I am. And this is giving me like such a little smile on my face. But I think now is the time for me to really put my energy into seeking those hobbies, seeking that community. So it's a really fun story because she wants more than her 9-to-5. And we have a Queen of Pentacles. It's so, so beautiful. Look at how gorgeous she is. Look at how elegant she is. If this person is, in the 9-to-5, they're not wearing this gorgeous, colorful headdress. They're, like all business, notice how she was in just like, just kind of simple, like black business attire, hair in kind of a tight bun. And then look at who she is beyond that. She's got blue eyeshadow on. She's got like kind of antlers and all kinds of greenery, like a halo around this gorgeous headdress that she's wearing. And she's just this incredibly like powerful force to be reckoned with, because she is strong, she is balanced, she's good in all aspects of her life. She's good at what she does for a living. She's good at what she does for her hobbies. And she's a kind of like a deeply spiritual person. This is somebody who realizes what I care about the most is to be grounded in all aspects of my life. So if I've been focused too much on work, I really need to focus also on my time in nature, my time in being that expressive, creative individual that I am. And that's where she finds like all facets of her character are coming together in this whole like sense of unity, where it's like, oh, I'm really comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with my life. I'm comfortable with what I've been exploring, which was really the landscape of her own life. She wanted to make sure that she is not caught up in, wow, Ace of Wands. This is somebody who's got some creative spark. And I think this is just one step toward them unleashing more of a creative flow. They're being very called to do something. Hang on. I thought this was going to be a quicker story, but now that we see she's being called to do something with that Ace of Wands that's right over the third eye, this is an individual who first had to make space for themselves to get that creative flow going. Then they wanted to be around community of people that were also interested. They're not sacrificing their 9 to 5. They've still got that locked down. But when they achieve a couple of different things, like they're having more fun, they're meeting cool people, they're doing hobbies, that's where their energy gets kind of like clicked on into high gear. And it's like, oh, I get it now. I needed to get around a certain group of people that had a similar mindset, because it's bringing out and unlocking like all this passionate energy within me. And that's been the real purpose here. It's to get here. It's to allow whatever the big ideas are that she has, the creative energy source that she's got. Oh my. It's not just about creativity. It's this is how she's going to end up meeting her mate. This is very exciting. So let me simplify this and say, this is a reading of someone who has been single, and this single individual has become aware that they're not heartbroken over any past relationships. They're very ready to go and have some fun, but the right kind of fun, the fun that brings value into their life, that allows them to like really express the most authentic version of themselves. So something beyond what they do for a living. And in connecting with these, interesting groups of people, it actually, they're being drawn toward this for a reason. They're being drawn to a particular hobby, a particular group of people, a particular location. Whatever hobby they tend to gravitate toward the most may have something to do with, like, that hobby could actually earn money. But it gives them a particular sense of solace. Yes, it could have something to do with, like, I don't know, I almost feel like this person is helping to put together some big event, put together like a harvest festival or something like that. And they wind up recognizing, I wasn't just pulled to having more fun and working in my community and doing things like this that are fun hobbies and skill sets for me that I get to explore. It's also because it's awakening something in me. And I'm realizing now I was put on this path to meet this particular person. Now, we see a King of Wands, does not have to be a masculine, but we definitely see there's some awakening here where she's like, oh my God, that's why we have the Strength card in the reverse. She's interesting because she's so strong. And then we have this little bubble of like, oh my gosh, that's why I was called to this. I thought it was just to like have fun and explore. I didn't realize it was going to be because that's where my interest is. That's where my passionate 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. She is not going to be single for very long. And I do think that gives her this little quiver of, I almost think that she sees this person, she goes, oh my God, that's the one. And it might even be like, oh my gosh, what do I do? And it's like, hide the face and turn away, because it's like, I already know that's the one. That's the person I'm going to end up with. And they're staring right at her. This could be a love at first sight thing. This could be, let's say it's that harvest festival that she helped put together, and she's a vendor or she's a performer or whatever it is. And they attend and she spots them out of a crowd, and it's like they stand out. I mean, come on, they're in a blood red shirt. They're a freaking hunk. Of course she's going to spot them. Who wouldn't? But she spots them with the third eye first, and she goes, oh my God, the energy of that person is my person. And then it's like, the when the knees turn to jelly kind of vibe, because she already knows, well, this is the person that is going to make me not be single anymore. Am I ready for this? It kind of seems like it's like a moment where she just knows. She just knows that this person's important. Queen of Cups, yeah, because this person allows her to like completely have some huge energetic opening. It's very soothing. It's almost like, I don't think she was intentionally ever holding anything back, right? Because we saw that she wasn't heartbroken, but I don't think she had found someone that she wanted to bestow her energy on and her love upon. Probably not in a while. And she sees this person and she's like, that's one I would like to do that with. I just feel like this cracks open some other, maybe it is the heart chakra. Remember at the beginning, we were kind of looking at it and I'm like, I don't know, maybe there's been the root, the heart, and the sacral chakra that are areas that need to be, it required other people in her life to help those three areas open back up, and all in different ways, right? She finds foundation with the root chakra, with the group of collective minds and artists that she's hanging out with, and then the sensuality is definitely kicked in when she sees this person. But more than that, the heart chakra is opened up now that we see that Queen of Cups. So seeing that King of Wands, that definitely opens up the other aspects of those chakras, the ones that I don't know that she realized that they were blocked. I think they just weren't. Sometimes it's not, I don't think that something is blocked as much as something might just not be turned on, Like, think of it this way. My coffee pot is plugged in right now, but if I don't push the little button, nothing is happening, right? We're not exchanging that energy flow, but there's nothing wrong with my coffee pot. There's nothing wrong with the outlet, and it's all plugged in and matched up, but I just needed to turn it on if I'm going to make, well, I can only have decaf anymore, but I miss my coffee. I try really hard to stay away from it now. But we've got that Hierophant in the reverse. This is, I don't know if this is going to be any traditional relationship. I don't know, even though we said, well, she's not going to be single. I'm not sure with that Hierophant in the reverse if this is representing Lovers in the reverse and Four of Swords upright. No, this actually kicks her into some final piece of healing that I don't even know if she didn't realize that there was still something. She said she was healed, right? We saw the Three of Swords in the reverse. There was something that was not healed yet. She had to formally let go of whomever the previous partner was that she thought that was the person I was going to marry. Or maybe she was even, was married to someone, and she might have been walking through this world saying, yeah, I was married and divorced once, but I'm not going to do marriage again. I don't think that she knew that there was something left there that needed to be healed until she meets this person. I think there was a pain that disappointment, the idea of, well, I wasn't chosen. The partner that I thought I was going to marry, the partner that I did marry, they didn't continue to choose me. And I think there was some little wound in there that she didn't know. There was still some little bit of healing that needed to happen. And maybe that's the reason why we had that little quiver of fear where we saw that Strength card go in the reverse, because it's like, oh my God, this person's super, like, they're the real deal. I'm going to end up with this person. And then it's like, oh my gosh, I didn't realize there was still a little bit of pain from whatever my past relationship was, where I thought I was going to have that promise with someone and it didn't come true, or they didn't, honor the commitment that we made, or they fell out of love, or I fell out of love. But you know what? That's okay, because we have a Six of Swords and we got the Hanged Man in the reverse. Could that have gotten any better? I mean, really, she didn't even know there was that final little thing. This is probably actually the heart chakra that is being opened, because if you notice, we have the heart right there in the little nest. I think that was the final point of healing. Very interesting storyline on this one, because it fits together absolutely beautifully. So I just want to know anything else to tell us about that awesome King of Wands, because this person, they're not just a King of Wands, they're an Emperor. This is her person. Straight up, this is her person. They're not even just a king, they're a freaking emperor. This is the person she marries. Wow. And remember, she didn't go out looking for a date. She didn't go out looking for marriage. She went out looking for community and artistic expression and fun things. But somehow, subconsciously, she was looking to heal. I'm going to stand by that those were chakras. Those were representing 3 chakras that all needed to be just turned back on. They weren't really blocked, they weren't broken, they just needed to let energy current flow through them again. And that's what we've seen get reawakened in her. But she did all of it herself just by being active enough to say, you know what, I want to explore some things in my life. And it helped her get to whatever that final little fear was, the wound was. Maybe this person has always been scared of marriage because she's like, no, I've been jilted a few too many times in my life to think that marriage is something that lasts. Maybe she's always been scared to be married. And she didn't know it until now, until meeting this person. And she's like, oh my God, I didn't know. When you know that somebody is trustworthy, you don't have those fears. When you see them and you go, oh no, that really is my person. That's that certainty. I don't think she's ever had that certainty with anyone. I think she thought she did in the past and she didn't. I think the distinction between who this person is and whoever that ex was, that she said, no, I'm not brokenhearted by that ex. And she, on one hand, she wasn't, but I don't think she knew that she carried a deeper scar of disbelief, mistrust, however we want to say it, in regards to, is love long-term? Is love real? Does love last? Does marriage last? And again, whatever marriage means to anybody, right? Like there's other people have different versions of what their connection is, right? But this is the person that she has a long-term commitment with. And I think the difference between what she sees with this person and what she realized she experienced in the past, no wonder she's like, wow, oh my God, I had to heal from my fear of those connections, my fear that love doesn't last, my fear of getting married because I didn't secretly really believe. Well, that's because she never met the right one before. That's all. No wonder she never truly believed it could last. She'd never met this person before. This person's amazing. All right, I'm going to leave this here, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing. If you do enjoy my free storytelling, awesome. Thank you. The only way my free channel can be here is with your free support. So thumbs up, subscribing, that stuff is amazing. It helps my channel to grow. I thank you so much. Don't forget, if you are watching this series, if you are entering to win, do make sure that you check in throughout the week and you watch them daily, because I always choose a winner every week, and it's not always on the same day, although I try to be fairly consistent and choose somebody so that I'll do the free reading somewhere around on the weekend for me, but it does change. So just FYI, I just don't want people to enter and then if they're the winner and they never know it. So, all right, you guys, take care. Bye-bye.